Alrighty. Shout out to Mr. Toby H. Shout out to Mr. Toby H for the prime. Wow, you guys are voting so evenly. I kind of thought it would be a pretty big advantage for Spirit in the channel point prediction game, but lots of Jumy fans and believers in the chat apparently. Jumy has been very impressive in these events, and obviously throughout, I think, entirety of 2025 and large portions of 2024, Jumy has been damn good. And some people are even discussing the possibility of Jumy maybe making it to the Esports World Cup. I think it'd be surprising, but absolutely not impossible with the way that he's been playing lately. Jumy voted 250k on himself. Alright. Hey, that is a sign of confidence. But still, there's been some other people that have also gone with Jumy. I think it's awesome. Spirit is here, Jumy is here. I also thought it would be nice if I asked Spirit wants to play in the main event where Spirit is the favorite. Because very often I give Spirit like Reynor or something, right? And it's like, well, he will do his best, but that's going to be a very difficult match. I don't think it's nice to only ask these guys whenever they are the underdog. It's like, hey, you want to play Serral? You want to play Clem, Spirit, like, or MaxPax? Like, once in a while, it's also nice that if Spirit is the favorite coming into the event. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park for him, though. Jumy will always prepare for these matches. He is mega active. He's streaming. He's playing in everything. I think it's going to be a good series. I hope that Jumy can bring out his A game and can make it close. And I also think it's fun sometimes to have a match where it's like, okay, Spirit historically is the bigger name, is the way more accomplished player. He's gone to all the biggest events on the planet. Well, Jumy has had his success, a couple of nice runs here and there. One like an epic land. I mean, epic land score. 1 for Jumy, 0 for Spirit. So in that regard, things look great for Jumy. Well, obviously Spirit has gone to Katowice, has gone to the Esports World Cup. I can't remember if he went to Gamers 8 in 2023, but I think he was there as well. Was Spirit in Gamers 8, guys? Gamers 8 Starcraft 2023. I think he was there. I would say that he was, but yeah, okay. Yeah, he qualified online from the Gamers Without Borders. Wow, he actually did pretty damn good. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he got. Yeah, of course. I remember because he got the. He laser got the bonus. That was Gamers 8, right? With the bonuses. Yeah. Oh, that's actually pretty damn good. So yeah, Spirit historically the more accomplished player. But I hope it's gonna be a good series. And Jumy as well. He's got a lot of crazy weird builds that I always want to say I don't believe in, but then if he makes it work, it is extra awesome because it doesn't have to be 2-gate, 3-gate, 4-gate blink every single game with Jumy. Jumy is capable of a lot of crazy stuff, and that should make it a fun series for us to watch. Overall, I think it's been a pretty fun Friday. I've liked it. It's a shame that Lunacy got 3-0 because I really do think that he brought some fun, creative stuff to the table. Deserved a little more than what he got. Epic, excellent as very, very often. Yeah, Deca Inexorable I think was enjoyable too. But this obviously is the main event, the highest skilled match of the night. They're asking if I'm ready. Absolutely. Totally ready. Had my break, got my water. PVT, main event. Second to last Big Brain Bouts for a while. Obviously not planning on stopping the Big Brain Bouts, guys. There are just a whole bunch of Fridays coming up where I will not be home. So next Friday we'll try to go out with a turbo banger. I don't know what's possible because obviously Serral just played and I don't really want to bother Yona again this quickly. Reynor is over in Korea and he's got GSL, so I don't want to ask him to stay up till 4 AM. Same goes for Trigger, but we'll try to make it an awesome one next Friday. But first, let's enjoy this one. A best of 5. We're going to kick things off on Tokamak. Here we go.
Let's get it on.
Round 1. Fight.
In the top right side, we are looking at the main base of the Polish Terran veteran at this point. Sure, he came up a little bit later than guys like Mana, but he has been one of the best Terrans in Europe for an incredibly long time at this point. It is a Spirit. Last year represented Navi around this time. I think right now it will all come down to whether or not he's gonna make it. Bottom left side, we are looking at the main base of our German Protoss. He won an epic LAN. He's representing Streamer Zone. He's coming in as the underdog, but he bet 250,000 points on himself. It's Jumy. J Money main. No. I love J Money. Maybe I can find a match for him next Friday. I don't know yet. I don't have anything locked in for next Friday. We'll see. I mean, J Money has already been invited quite a few times. Like, if he is a little bit higher, I've said this before, if J Money can get up to like 5-4, 5-5 MMR, then I can easily invite him way more often, and he can just be second match. But I think the first match of the night, it's not always reserved for lower MMR players, but then once in a while when it is, then I can't just invite J Money over and over again, because then I feel like I'm not doing much for the community. I'm doing something for J Money, but I'm not really doing anything for anyone else. One gate, fast expand on the side of Jumy. So seems like we're gonna have a bit of a standard start here in game 1. Spirit has not a CV scar. That doesn't open up with the Reaper either. Should probably get a bunk here, I think. It's a risky opening by Spirit if he doesn't get a bunker. With a bunker, it's obviously totally fine. Without a bunker, I think it'd be pretty greedy. And most of the time you can get away with it, but sometimes you can straight up lose. But he will get one. Prime Tempest. Do you remember when Tempest had a ability? There was a very brief period, guys. I don't know if it was on the test server or even on the main game. But Tempest had an ability where you could drop like a very big ball in the middle line, and it would deal like damage over time on workers. And if workers were in that ball for like 10 or 12 seconds, they would die. Forgot the name of it, but it was incredibly silly. Then there was also a period where Tempest could legitimately shoot, let's say, from here all the way to here. I'm not joking. Like, that was legitimately a thing. And then everybody was building cannons. And it turned into turtle festivals with Tempest. And Blizzard is like, ah, maybe a unit that can shoot across the map is not the best idea. Yeah. It wasn't. Spirit is gonna kick things off with a 3-Rex. You guys know what I say. I rarely see this build lose. And Jumy is gonna open up Phoenix Colossus. Could be okay for Jumy. If you do something terribly wrong, though, you can be straight up dead. You can literally lose this like 5 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. I hope for Jumy that won't happen. Most of the time with a battery, a guardian shield, and an immortal, you should be safe at home. I just covered it, Jeff. I was literally just talking about it, mate. But J Money cannot complain. He has played quite a few times. Just because it is a 3-Rex does not mean, by the way, that Spirit will always move out the moment that like Stim is 60-70% done and Combat Shield is on the way. Sometimes they just keep all of their units at home and they will wait until they have some starport production. Oh, Jumy! Main event Jumy hits different. Hidden base, 4 minutes and 25 seconds into Tokamak. Hidden base Jumy. This is why I love Jumy. He truly is the people's champ. He is bringing all of our ladder ideas to life in official matches with money on the line. Kind of missed the move out though. We'll spot a couple of Marines. I think at this point you should really know that the Marines are coming, because Jumy is obviously fully aware of the opening that Spirit went for. Should know the Spirit has a lot of SCVs. This is risky. Oh, this is risky. Guardian Shield absolutely mandatory here. If the Marines stim in. It's alright. So far, it's alright. Adepts are very good near a battery, Guardian Shield. Also because these batteries, even if they have no overcharge, they're so tanky. Like, Marines can't really stim in and kill a battery. They can try, but then you would lose so many Marines that you're just all out of power. So far, honestly, guys, is so good for main event Jumy. When I asked Jumy to play Spirit, he was like, oh, that's really tough. And then he came up with some different suggestion. And I was like, come on, Jumy, you're winning almost every... Don't tell me he messed up. No, he could have recalled. Why does he... Oh, he recalled the Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Jumy recalled the Phoenix. And because he recalled the Phoenix, he now cannot recall probes to the bottom right side. Honestly, guys, if I was Spirit and I would see battery, but now I see second battery, I think this is where there's a good chance that Spirit will start splitting some Marines off and wonder if there is a hidden base. Azura has been invited a couple times, and I've tried Acheron as well. Acheron has definitely played, I think, at least once. Once more, mate, there is never a shortage of like players around that level. Now, Azura, I think, is probably good enough to be second match. I don't know. We can think about it. A bunch of Stim Marines in the main base. Losing the Robo Bay before thermal lens is done is a bit of a disaster for Jumy. Loses 7 probes. Loses the Robo Bay with extended thermal lens. This is very, very painful. Very painful. Does have good defense. Okay. Kills one of the medevacs and has decent defense in the natural. Such a painful moment to lose a Robo Bay. If he would have just lost that Robo Bay, guys, a little bit later, life would have been totally fine. Yeah, Azura played also like a couple of weeks ago. I mean, guys, I would honestly, if we lived in a world where people would tune in and get excited over more 4K, 5K action, I would gladly just have like 3 matches around that level. But unfortunately, this is not really the case. In general, a lot of the fans like watching proper high-skilled games. And then they don't always have to be the biggest names. But there is a difference between, you know, 4,900 MMR or 6K MMR or a 6.3 MMR. Bunch of Phoenixes flying to the third base. Oh, Spirit continue to live. It's not been a bad game for Jumy. It's definitely been a tiny bit unfortunate losing that Robo Bay. Can we hold here? I think we can, honestly. The Marauders are scary. Marauders are very scary. We don't want to lose Colossus. First Colossus takes a lot of damage. Guardian Shield is quite good. What is the Phoenix going to go for? Phoenix will go for the Vikings. The other Phoenixes come home now. We have an Immortal in the mix. I think Jumy can hold this. I absolutely believe. Let's lift some Marauders, mate. Let's lift some Marauders. Or Marines. It doesn't really matter. This is a great hold by Jumy. A really good hold by Jumy, who takes his supply lead. Fantastic control there. Not bad. He ain't there yet. But it is not bad, especially not if Spirit keeps on misreading this game, because 9 minutes into Tokamak, hidden base, still has gone completely undetected. Uh-oh, Spirit. Like, a Spirit might just read this like, okay, that fight wasn't that good, but my third base was so much earlier than yours. I'm fine. Yeah, you killed a couple of SCVs, but my base was fully saturated, yours wasn't. He's building a 4th base on location. I think that is fine against Phoenix Colossus, or like Phoenix Robo, because it takes a long time before the gateway count is up and the Zealot count increases. Oh, Jumy spots the load up. I think saw a couple of the units left. The Zealots are gonna potentially get on top of this 4th base, guys. If the Zealots can get a cancel, the Spirit did not see it. What a picture-perfect moment for these Zealots to show up. If he right-clicks on the orbital, that is a guaranteed cancel. With this many Zealots, does get a cancel. Spirit will stay a 3-base Terran for a whole lot longer. Jumy is kind of cooking. Widowmine is dealing some friendly fire. We do have a double drop. But the Phoenixes know about it. Uh-oh, Spirit, this could be really bad, mate. Zealots are ready. Okay. Almost, maybe it would have been better to wait for like a split second, but Phoenix is still out, gone down. Another medevac over here on the left side of the map. We've got a Disruptor on the way, second Robo on the way. Double Forge is spinning. Spirit at this point is truly in trouble. Good point there, by the way. After we lost that Robo Bay, we never restarted extended thermal lens. Good shout on that one. To be fair, he's kind of transitioned out of Colossus, right? He's got 2 Colossus, and maybe he feels the Spirit is going to make a bunch of Vikings, and he rather goes into Disruptor High Templar, but good first storm. Excellent first storm. Banger first game between these two. Main event Jumy, the man who has a 66% win record when he plays in the main event. Off to a good start. We have a couple of Widowmines running into the third. Spirit's always been good with Widowmine arrest. Are they cloaked or what? What's happening here? Jumy! They're not cloaked. The Zealots just showed mercy. There is one thing, guys, that becomes dangerous about going for a hidden base this early. And that is, if you don't end up winning this game, where you got away with a hidden base, Spirit is gonna see it here, by the way, for the first time. 11 minutes and 12 seconds into the game. It was a shift ready. It's like, wait a minute, what? A fully saturated base. He can now click on the mineral patch as well, and he will obviously know immediately that Jumy has been mining up this for a while. Jumy thinks about countering. Oh, that is so many Zellals on top of a wide open third base. How are the storms? Can we land storms? Of course we can. We've got storms for days. We've got immortals. That planetary is not going to finish up. It is Jumy. It has to be Jumy. Zellals all over the third. A Protoss army all over the fourth. And hidden base Jumy in game 1 of the main event comes in as the underdog. Showing us that, oh, he is here to hang out with the big boys. He may not have the same resume as guys like Spirit. He may not have the same experience when it comes to big international offline events. But 2025 could truly become the year of Jumy. Is this just the start of the summer of Jumy? It's obviously just one game, but it's exciting. It makes me happy. Because I had a couple DMs saying like, Roddy, this is going to be a quick 3-0. You know that, right? But I was like, oh, I mean, it's always possible, but I don't think so. I was like, I believe that Jumy is going to put up a fight. I think he can make it close. I don't know if he can win. This is a very strong first game. I like it. I'm going to change my lights a little bit because the lights that I was using earlier, that works for like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Even 7, but when it's 9:30, it becomes a bit too dark. Year of the Rabbit and the Summer of Jumy. Things that go hand in hand in 2025. And the 3 Rex lost. Do you guys even know how incredibly rare that is? This is the year of the snake though? Nah. Since we're going to Saudi Arabia for another edition of Starcraft 2 at the Esports World Cup, it is absolutely the year of the rabbit. You know, that clip actually got 6,000 views. The clip that Pi made, 123. Well done, Pi. My moderators, guys. Always having my back interest. Pi just casually stealing 5,800 clicks from me. What a gamer. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Score is 1-0 in favor of Jumy as we hop into game 2. Persephone. There we go.
Round 2. Fight!
Roddy, a bit disappointed that EWC finishes on the Saturday. Honestly, I didn't even know that, mate. I always look like one event at a time, and I've got 5 events, I think, before EWC. So I didn't know. Why are you disappointed? What do you think is good or bad about it? I personally don't mind. You know, Stara Zagora also ends on a Saturday. They do that on purpose, so people can actually have fun on the Saturday evening, and then on Sunday can travel home, and then they can start their week at home, rather than, you know, telling people to behave on Saturday night while having the final day on a Sunday. Now, I don't think there's going to be too much misbehaving over in Riyadh. It's rather difficult. So, I didn't know about it. I don't have a problem with it. To me, it's kind of all the same. I think Saturday is a day that a lot of people are able to watch. It is, I think, good for the Asian viewership. Because obviously, don't forget, if you do your final day on Sunday, if it's 6-7 hours later over in China and South Korea, they can't really stay awake, right, to watch the finals. Or maybe they can, but if they have work or university the following day, it's difficult. So I don't have much of a problem with finals being on Saturday. I think it's pretty respectful towards every single time zone, but if you think it's bad, let me know why you think it's bad. We would, not everyone, some people would, not everyone. The double gas opening on the side of our Polish Terran. When I asked Spirit if he was available for the Big Brain Bouts, he said yes immediately. When I told him he was playing Jumy, he had some sort of a funny response. Wow, Feyenoord is already up 3-0, by the way. Feyenoord is so good. It's a shame that the season is over, but they're so good right now. We will follow this Reaper. Take a little look. What did Spirit tell me? When I told him, I was like, alright, you're playing Jumy at 9 p.m. I can confirm what it is. He said, Jumy Jimson. Jumy Jimson in all caps. That was his response. I don't know what to make of it. But Jumy Jimson. Because I think in his mind he was going to get Clem or HeroMarine or Reynor again. Then I hit him with 4 Jumy. And he responded all caps, Jumy Jimson. So far, Jumy Jimson is delivering. But Spirit did get a good start here with the Reaper killing a probe. Obviously every single worker matters at this level. Hidden base. I don't know if we can really pull off the back-to-back hidden base. At one point, they're not very hidden anymore, right? It's kind of like my hidden bases. They work for a little while, but after going for a hidden base in every second ladder game for half a year straight, it's like, they actually have the audacity to scout right now. It's unbelievable. But it is back-to-back Stargate openings on the side of Jumy. Now, obviously, there are many different ways, guys, to play Stargate. We can play Phoenix Colossus like we did last game, with a hidden base or without. And we can also play Phoenix Charge. I think Phoenix Charge is incredibly powerful. Jumy is probably the only Protoss that I think could hit us with the Phoenix Resonating Glaive Adept. Just because he's Jumy and he does crazy stuff all the time. And it's gonna be another Phoenix Robo opening. Got a Hellion cruising into the natural, and then the main base, the Reaper. He's gonna try to keep these units busy. What kind of a drop is this? Is there a shield battery? There is shield battery. With a battery, life becomes so much easier. We had something big on the way there, but we cancelled it. Was that a Robo, guys? Was that a second Stargate? What did Jumy cancel there? I didn't quite get to see it. Oh, Widowbind retarget. Excellent. That's a kill. Well done by Spirit. Jumy struggling a little bit. Can the Adepts make it back to the battery? Yes. Jumy really needs to kill this, by the way. He is not allowed to let these units escape. Don't lose your Phoenix. No, the double lift. Double lift is very good. Oh, Jumy. My man Jumy Jimson has kind of fumbled the defense here. I'll be honest, guys. This was not pretty. Great job by Spirit. Spirit made all the correct choices there. This was not good by Jumy. If you go for double battery, it's never supposed to be this hard. I mean, he is still working with an 8 worker lead, but there is going to be a follow-up push. And obviously Spirit is well aware right now that Jumy's army is probably going to really suck in a straight-up fight. After losing the majority of the Phoenixes, like we've lost 2 Phoenix there, we've lost 2 Adepts as well. There is no power spike right now available for the Protoss. You don't have Charger, you don't have a Colossus. I like the idea of a follow-up push here. Oh my guys, he's cooking. Yeah, I think he wants to go Immortal into Zealot Charge. I think that is what Jumy is thinking of. Hidden base with a gold. Why not? Hidden base with a gold. Spirit is gonna check for it. He's like, wait a minute. This guy is 6 minutes into a game, and Jumy is on 2 bases.
Liberation is an add-on.
Jumy bringing comedy to the main event of the Big Brain Bouts. You know. Wait, is Spirit gonna wait? No. I was about to say, is he gonna wait until it finishes up? Right. Jumy has already rebuilt. Obviously was aware of the fact that I was probably going to get scouted. It's gonna be a tough one for Jumy, who's now still on 46 workers. Had an 8-9 worker lead a while ago. At this point, they are dead even in workers. That is a tiny bit painful. Yeah, I mean, it would have taken a while, couple, but that is a sick play, right? Because that is immediate nail in the coffin. If Jumy thinks that that base is undetected, he'll probably recall 12 probes. It's insta GG. There is a Liberator in main. This is an excellent play because the Phoenix count obviously not as high as what it could have been. Phoenixes will kill it in the end. This army of Jumy is really struggling. It's got so little micro potential. And Zealot Charge is not done yet. And Jumy will be kicking himself for this game because it shouldn't have been that hard. That Widowmine and the 6 Marines, it shouldn't have been so hard. It shouldn't have dealt so much damage. And that really changed the entire pacing of this game. And Spirit has played it out so far at a very high level. as the Phoenixes will fly headfirst into the Cyclones and the Vikings. I think at this point, guys, if you're ever Spirit, I don't know, not many of us will ever be Spirit, but if you find yourself in a similar position, all you do is just let your army grow a little. You're not on the clock, there is really nothing to worry about. Even if they get one Colossus, boo-hoo, big deal. If they get Storm, boo-hoo, big deal. You just don't want to fight with a tiny army, because a tiny army can lose the fight against Zealots. You just want to make sure you've got some oomph, some proper meat, some real firepower, and then I think you'll always be fine. Like 85, 90 army supply, I think would be a very good number to move to the other side of the map. And it really doesn't really matter what Jumy is working towards. It's a shame for Jumy. He's obviously still enjoying a 1-0 lead, but you don't often get great scenarios in PvT. Terran will have to make some decisions in the dark. So once in a while they just make a bad decision and you get rewarded by picking Protoss in the loading screen. I think this could have been good for Jumy. It really could have been good. But this is not an army that you fight, guys, with a couple Zealots and a couple Immortals. I'd love to hype this up because it is Friday night, it is the main event, but I think this Terran army is way more powerful than the Protoss army. Jumy's gonna try to knock down the rocks. Honestly, goated move there. I love it. Didn't work out, but I love the fact that he thought of it. He's not gonna win the straight up fight, so you may as well just try to kill the rocks. Unfortunately, it did not go his way. GG. Spirit, who ties things up with a solid performance in game 2. But it's a game that can definitely deserve an asterisk. Jumy knows that he should never ever lose 2 Phoenixes there. If you lose 2 probes, it's a bit annoying, no big deal. You lose 2 out of the 3 adapts, annoying, no big deal. But you cannot lose 2 Phoenix. It went on for a long time. And it wasn't good enough. With double battery in particular. Like, if that is the way it goes with 0 batteries, you'd be like, okay, at least you save 200 minerals there. But if you stay on 2 bases and you go double battery, the defense can't look like that. And if it does, most of the time it is over. And in this case, it was. So we're all tied up once more. Who is Jumy? I refuse to believe that, Mijama. You're here like every second day. He's got 136 messages. You have followed the channel for 4 years. You're going to tell me you don't know Jumy? Like, it would legit be impressive if you have avoided Jumy for the last 4 years. I feel like I cast Jumy every single Monday. On many other days. He has played in the Big Brain Bouts probably 7 or 8 times. He participates in every WARD ATV qualifier, often in WARD ATV main events as well. Like, I understand that Jumy is no hero or MaxPax, but we should know Jumy. He's a streamer, he's a tournament organizer. I've casted his tournaments. Like, Jumy is a young German Protoss, probably like early 20s at this point, to be fair. How old is Jumy, guys? Because you always think that these kids stay kids forever. The Clem is 17, right? Wait, can Reynor have a beer? Like, yeah, guys, Reynor's 23. Like, he can have a beer. For Jumy, Liquipedia. Let me take a look. Jumy's probably like 21-ish. No, he's way older than that even. Jumy is 22. Okay, not way. I saw 2002 and then I thought he was at least 23. I was like maybe 24, but 22. My 21 guess was pretty solid. Anyway, if you want to learn more about Jumy, here you go. That's the voice that I think the average chatter has now. Now, most of my chatters are incredibly cool and very social. But there's also a few weirdos out there. Like, whenever Reynor goes anywhere and he talks like, he went to a party. Reynor went to a party? Is he even old enough? It's like they're treating him like he's still 14. It's like, yeah, time passes for everyone and for Reynor too. Reynor is literally in his early 20s. Even in America, he's allowed to have a beer. Like, it's alright, guys.
Round 3. Fight.
You calling me a little weird? I didn't single you out, but it's very possible. I'd have to take a look at your chat history. We'll take a look. Early seconds, main event. 185 messages, 0 timeouts, 0 bans. You don't seem that bad, mate. Talking about Big Ape, his pizzas. You're hyped for the Big Brain Bouts. Can you send me an invite to Deadlock? Oh, you're not weird, mate. You are awesome. I love you. I found the only other person on the planet outside of the Roddy stream who loves Deadlock and Starcraft. You're a lot of things, mate. You're not a weirdo. You're amazing. Honestly, you could be my best friend. Game 3. Streamer zone for Jumy in the top right side. A 22-year-old, a German Protoss player. Hitting us with a whole bunch of hidden bases so far. Bottom right side of torches, we are looking at the main base of our Polish Terran. Did not get the job done with the 3 racks, did get the job done with the double gas. Now here in game 3, we're gonna go single gas expand. It is Polish Terran in Spirit. Currently teamless. I expect that to change in the near future. Oh, Vader with the 20 months. Thank you, mate. Much love. Twitch Primes. Not a crime. By the way, guys, what is the difference between an Indiegogo and a Patreon? Explain it to me like I'm 5. When do we go Patreon? When do we go Indiegogo? Deadlock dies pretty quick. Deadlock hasn't even born yet. It is the main event of the hidden bases. Mate, Deadlock has a bright future. I'm a believer. It's like people declaring these games dead when it's like mega early development. It's such a beautiful game. I feel like I could enjoy Deadlock until I'm 50. Okay. I think it's a really good game. I haven't played a single game since the 1st of April. So I'm 24 days clean. And yes, I use the term clean because I think I was a bit addicted. But I'm 24 days clean. But I'm so ready to go back. I'm that guy in rehab right now. It's like I don't even miss it. Meanwhile, when I lay in bed, I look at Hayes killing everybody. And I whisper quietly that I miss her. And I'll be back in the streets real soon. So Indiegogo is one time and Patreon is monthly. Alright. I understood that like I was 5. Okay, we've got 2 crazy builds going up against each other. We've got a robotics facility with a dark shrine. So, very quick DT drop. And we've got Spirit, who is inspired by main event Jumy, aka Hidden Base Jumy. And he says, F it. If you're gonna drop some hidden bases, I'm going to drop some hidden bases. Now, Spirit's build is awesome, but he is obviously somewhat in the dark. Do you guys think that he would always go starport here? He should, right? 2, 1, 1. Gonna take a little while, though. These DTs are gonna show up rather quickly. I hope for oh, and he's dropping all the mules in the bottom left side. Alright, guys, what we're gonna do is follow Spirit's camera. We're gonna take a look at what Spirit is looking at, what he's worried about. This could become really painful. Now that Cyclone is in a good spot. Spirit is scouting a little bit. I think he's got literally 1 scan right now. This will always be different. Oh, he's building another barracks! He's building another barracks. No starport. He's building a second bunker. Now see, I think now immediately he knows. Yeah, he's like, wait a minute. What? This is fucking DTs, isn't it? Oh, most certainly it is. We've got not 1 but 2 DTs. Move it out of the circle. Big start here for Jumy. Now Spirit does have at least... Does he have another scan? He's doing pretty good. Honestly, pretty good defense on the side of Spirit. Gotta give it to him. This is very well done. He's got 1 more scan available. Spirit defended this so well. It's crazy, right? How good these pro gamers are. The moment he catches a glimpse of a prism, it's immediate all alarm bells go off. This is DTs. Like that is... It took him like 0.1 second to realize. Well done. Does Jumy also think, wait a minute, something ain't right here. Why are you on 2 bases with a relatively tiny army and you haven't moved out once? He had, oh, guys, will he see it? Oh, Jumy! Jumy, listen to Beyonce. To the left, to the left. No, not the right. Jumy. Oh, that would have been so big. It would have been so big for Jumy to find that. Oh, that is unfortunate. Does still have 2 Archons. They are a little bit clumped up. Jumy, you gotta think, mate. We're 6 minutes, 15 seconds into the game. He hasn't dropped you. He hasn't moved out. He doesn't have the craziest army. You've been in his main. He doesn't have a 3rd base. What could it be? Repeat after me. What have you done in game 1? He's like, hidden base. What have you done in game 2? He's like, hidden base. So what is it in game 3? Could be anything. It's like, no. Jumy. Oh. Like where Spirit, his spider senses were spot on immediately the moment he saw that prism. I feel that Jumy is not thinking correctly here. Now maybe he is, yeah. I think at this point he is. He's like, wait a minute, we're 7 minutes in the game. I don't see a 3rd, you haven't attacked me once. This is crazy. And now Jumy indeed puts 2 and 2 together. Oh, if only that War Prism would have spotted it a whole lot earlier, eh? There is a double drop, guys. There is a double drop heading towards the main base in Nature, and Jumy's moving his entire army. Oh my goodness, what a moment to move out. We do have 1100 minerals in the bank, so we can lose a couple probes. Seems like, oh, Spirit. Oh, that was sick actually, guys. The Archons killed every single SCV, so that is incredibly well done by Jumy. Loses 11 probes, unfortunately, but kills 11 SCVs with the Archons that expected Spirit to abandon the hidden base the moment it got revealed. 5 kills on the first Archon, 7 kills on the other. I'm sorry that I missed it. I love Archon shots. And we have to blame Spirit for that. Spirit went for the double drop. Nice choke point for a couple of these Marines. Spirit continues to find some damage. Jumy's got Storm on the way. Has fired up Blink. We've got a double drop heading towards the top left side. Do we have a recall here? A feedback maybe? Feedback into a recall? Feedback? Oh, we don't want to lose the Templar, guys. We lost the High Templar. We're going to lose probes. It is painful. It is painful. Do we lose? No, this is going to be unpowered by the looks of it. Jumy paying a very hefty price for obviously not having Blink. So difficult to deal with this. Archons do still kind of cook. But Spirit has done a great job in finding severe damage. Yeah, these Archons are truly cooking. What the hell? 23 kills, guys, on these 2 Archons. As the Spirit is now bleeding out a couple of Marines. Maybe getting a tiny bit too carried away. Some goated Jumy Archons. Oh, and he even absorbed the lock-on. Does the War Prism? No, War Prism is so dead. War Prism is so dead. Unfortunately, the goated Archons are dead. Cyclones are no fun. They're no fun. A loud unit is gonna shut this party down too. Jumy's up 10 workers. Down in army supply. He's gonna get Storm. Spirit somehow only has +1 armor. Like, why does Spirit only have +1 armor? Yeah, Protoss only having armor is fine. Spirit only having armor is kind of bizarre. Maybe he thought that Jumy would go for some resonating glaive adept all in, and he's like, well, +1 armor is going to be absolutely goated here. We'll force him to 3-shot my SCVs. That would have been one hell of a counterplay, but that is not what has been happening. What is happening though is that Spirit is now going from 2 to 4 bases. Jumy is going to try to do something about it. We've got High Templars, we've got Storm. First Storm is okay. Ooh, that command center is very low. Command center is proper low. We've got not 1 but 2 ghosts in the mix here for our Polish Terran Spirit. Jumy is ready for round 2. Absolutely, remember, addicted to aces. But that is why you still see sometimes people bust it out, but then with +1. Because if you have +1 and the Terrans don't have an armor upgrade, that interaction from the past is still there. Adepts will 2-shot SCVs and Marines if they have +1. You just need to get +1. A long time ago you didn't need to get +1, and that is when Drogo won the DreamHack Masters. Are we saying that Drogo won Leipzig because of that? No. Did it help? Yeah, it helped. He'd be the first to admit it. Jumy is taking some bad and painful traits here. Running in range of a planetary, not getting it is never what sweet Protoss dreams are made out of. I just don't want to do him dirty, Diablos. It helped a lot. Euthermo had a good run as well, by the way, in that DreamHack Leipzig. I think Euthermo and Beastie were basically the last two Terran survivors. And somehow Bly cooked it all the way to the finals. Jumy is using the healing pad, which is great and all, but now it is Spirit who's just bum rushing into his natural. Thank you so much, Gojaha, for gifting 10 subbies. I really appreciate it. That is a lot of Marines Marauders stimming up the ramp. We're gonna go for the Nexus. Jumy is so far out of position. It is an all-out base trade, but base trading a Terran with a planetary just never, ever goes well. I believe in a lot of things, but this looks like my ladder games right now. Now the Immortal will help. He will finally get the planetary, but I think Spirit's army is gonna be so powerful. It's going to be incredibly difficult to ever win this. That is a bunch of goals. Honestly, the ghosts might win the fight. They're good, they ain't that good. And Jumy is in trouble. It just clicked a little bit too late that this was going to be a hidden base. Eventually he realized, like, wait a minute. It has a lot to do with him doing a weird build himself. Because he went for the quick DTs. Then obviously, like, things are different, move outs are different, right? Because Terrans will often be focused on defending against DT stuff. Just took Jumy a little bit too long. Spirit giving him a taste of his own recipe. So you love hidden bases. I've got some hidden bases. It's starting to look like the Polish veteran is going to take a 2-1 lead here. Few Stalkers, couple of Zealots, couple of Immortals are not going to make the difference. Also, don't think we can ever win a base trade against Terran. I think at this point we can't fight this army. This army is very powerful. There's so many ghosts. And ghosts may look tiny, guys, but they actually have like 400 HP. Oh, War Prism dies with not one but two High Templars inside of it as well. So if we ever had a tiny chance, we have just lost it. I didn't even know he had 4 High Templars left. That's a serious amount. Maybe with 8 storms we would have had a tiny shot, right? Because he's got +3 armor. Losing the War Prism with, I think, 2 additional High Templars inside of it. It's just a little too much to overcome. Spirit takes the 2-1 lead in the main event of the Big Brain Bouts, number 95. Thank you, Kojaha, once more. Really appreciate it, matey. That is awesome. Potentially one more game, maybe 2. I do think I'll stay live a little bit longer this Friday, because I'm going to be gone soon forever. And also the Battle Aces beta is going to disappear soon, so I think I'll play a couple games of Battle Aces. I don't think we can climb any further. I think I've already peaked. I almost got you there with the 400 HP ghost. Yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow is King's Day, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. I will, my brother's wife is having a stand here somewhere in Duitsland. I don't know what they're selling. Probably a lot, because they buy a lot of things. So I'll stop by. I'll make a little circle. I'll go out, have some snacks, have some drinks, and then in the evening I'll just be home covering some Starcraft. Tonight's all the buzzing for the young kids, mate. Honestly, the night before King's Day, I've never really done anything. That was never my jam. A, I've been abroad for a long time, obviously, but B, even when I lived in the Netherlands, in the early days, I don't know. I think my mom would have killed me, to be honest. If I would have told her I wanted to go out on Queen's Night back then, when I was growing up, it was obviously Queen's Day, not King's Day. Yeah, I think my mom would have absolutely whooped my ass. And by the time that I came back to the Netherlands, I like going out from time to time. Like, if I have a nice group of people that I really want to spend some time with. But my Dutch friends, they all have kids, so they don't really want to go anywhere. They basically always stay home. And obviously my Starcraft friends don't live here, so it's never really been a thing for me. Pretending to be young, I'm sure I would have a great time. It's just, I made my head is kind of full thinking of all the stuff that I have to look forward to in the month of May, June, July, and I'm very excited for it, but this is not the time that I would say, let's pretend to be 20 again and let's go out all night young. Nah. I'll make a little circle tomorrow during the day. I'll wear my orange shirt, my orange shoes, and I'll participate in the day activities, but I'm staying at home tonight, and tomorrow night I'll be home casting some Starcraft. Spirit says, what is that? Mine? I don't know what happened. I missed the lobby chat talking about King's Day and Queen's Day. You'd love to see BBB Hero versus Reynor. Yeah, that'd be really fun, but I think it'd be tough right now, mate. We asked Hero last week because I wanted to do a Hero against Serral, but Hero was not available. Next Friday would be the only Friday I could do it, but I don't think there is any chance that the players want to stay up till 4 or 5 a.m. on a Friday night when they maybe have like GSL obligations within a couple days, right? They have to keep a normal sleep schedule. And then I'll be gone until the 20th of June, so I'm afraid no Reynor, no Hero, no Serral for a while on the Friday night. Eventually we'll make it happen, maybe. Alright guys, round 4.
Round 4. Fight.
A bizarre map of 4. Last Fantasy. Pie's favorite map. Every Terran hates it because of this. No space for your Raven, no space for your Banshee, no space for your Medevac. Nothing. Phoenixes though are so fast. They can glide aside. They can grind like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Top side guys, down 1-2. Losing to his own specialty, the hidden base. It is streamer zone for Jumy. Bottom left side of the Last Fantasy, we are looking at the main base of the Polish Terran. This is Spirit. Just BBB Jaitan. I will be here next Friday, but the following Friday I'll be in Japan. The Friday after that I'll be in Korea. The Friday after that we have DreamHack Dallas, so obviously my focus will be on DreamHack Dallas. I won't be there, but maybe I'll be live streaming even though that is the day that I come back from Korea to the Netherlands, so I might be tired, but that has never stopped me in the past when I was young. I'm no longer young, but I think I can still do that. But obviously we're not doing a BBB while Dallas is going on, right? The weekend after that it is TwitchCon in RotterdaM that I will have to attend, so I won't be home to do the BBB. Even though you guys will think I live in RotterdaM, but obviously the event goes on past hours as well. I'm not going to rush home at 6 p.m. to make it back in time. And I'll probably have some post meetings anyway after the day. The week after TwitchCon, it is Stara Zagora in Bulgaria. The Friday after that, I will still be in Bulgaria to visit Vicky's family. The Friday after that, it is June 20th. Then I'm back. What about the Mondays? I'll be missing a lot of Mondays. I will be here upcoming Monday. The Monday after that, I won't be here. The following Monday, I won't be here. The Monday after that, yeah, there will be so many Mondays that I'm missing. And for this Bulgaria thing, I'm also missing 2 Mondays. Because they want us to fly out on a Monday. And there's a good chance that maybe some of them won't even happen, right? Because we're not tied to an ESL schedule. I don't know how that happens. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Can't do everything, but hey, it's a lot of fun things for me to look forward to. I'm excited for it. Obviously, I would always love in a perfect world to do everything else in life and also somehow magically be here every Monday, every Friday. But that is not how life works. No. Another Phoenix opening coming out of Jumy here. The man who's down a 1-2 in the main event, playing Phoenix Colossus. Will it be another Phoenix Colossus into Twilight Council? Or like Phoenix Robo into Twilight Council, that is. Or will it actually be Phoenix Colossus? I will definitely spend a couple days in Sofia. Yes. I don't know how many. Obviously, if we fly out on Monday, I'll probably be traveling together with the other Starcraft 2 players and whoever the commentators will be. I don't know yet. That we arrive in Sofia on the Monday, but then we'll drive to Stara Zagora immediately. And after Stara Zagora is over, I'll probably go to Biała. Maybe a little bit of Sunny Beach, but mostly Biała. But then there should also be a moment where I'll spend like 1 or 2 days in Sofia. There's also a chance that it won't happen, but we'll figure it out. Maybe some BBB Saturday edition. Well, matey, if I'm in Tokyo on Friday, I am also in Tokyo on Saturday. And if I'm in Jeju on Friday, I will also be in Jeju on Saturday. Guys, I cannot always do everything. I have tried to be as omega consistent as I could be over the last 5-6 years with the Mondays and the Fridays. But honestly, I'm kind of excited to get away from the computer for a little bit. Cast some offline stuff, whether that is StarCraft or poker or attend an incredibly exciting event like EVO. I'm excited for all of it. Everybody needs a break from time to time. I'll have my summer break now coming up. We'll still stream whenever we can, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to make up for every single missed day. That is just silly. That is not a life. I don't think they'll be streamed, Fluffy Duck. What I've heard, mate, is I would have loved to cover that tomorrow, but I can't because they don't allow it. I believe there will be a broadcast about the GSL qualifiers where they will go over the replays. So live, I don't think anything is happening, but ooh, we don't mind. It's so powerful. But obviously, I think players will give you updates. Hopefully, Liquipedia will be updated one way or the other. Otherwise, maybe somebody will post something in Discord servers or Twitter or Blue Sky. Who knows? But no live stream tomorrow. Way above 6K, Siru. Like, I think the highest Jumy ever got is 6.6, maybe 6.7. But I never really know what happened to get there. I think on average 6,300. I think that's a pretty good average for Jumy. I don't hate this start. Obviously, Jumy being down in workers is a bit scary, but he's got a strong army. And if he just prioritizes getting a very strong army and not dying and then getting the 3-base setup going, or maybe he can even go for like a Phoenix, Colossus, Gateway all-in. Nothing is impossible for Jumy. If he goes for a bunny, yeah, I think Jumy's gonna all-in, guys. We don't want to fly into this Widowmine. We really don't want to fly into this Widowmine. Jumy is gonna go for a Phoenix, Colossus, Gateway all-in here in Game 4. Big Brain Bouts, a live on the line. Thank you, Horse Local. Yeah, and I'll be back, guys. There will always be a time, but I'll be back. Is he sitting on top of a mini? I think he is, right? He's sitting. Oh, that is smart. That is very, very, very clever by Spirit. Well done. Things are too good to be true, guys, at this level. They usually are. Spirit and Gabe are very close and very competitive. There are times where HeroMarine is better. There are times where Spirit is better. Jumy, you need to be very careful with your Phoenixes because he is all-in, guys. It is a Phoenix Colossus. I don't like the Phoenix movement so far. He has been flying into Widowmines. There are more Widowmines. We need an observer so freaking bad. Spirit is realizing what is happening here and he's going to take this Omega serious. Basically, all the Phoenix already dead. Every single Widowmine is connected with the Protoss army, but the Protoss army is still big. If the Stalkers can somehow kill the Vikings, we're allowed to dream. But the mines, sweet baby, Jesus, these mines have been so incredibly efficient. You know, Jumy is losing a lot of gateway units. Spirit, his army is incredibly big. It's been a fun series. Not a lot of medevacs available, so the stims are obviously somewhat painful, but the Marauder count is high, the Viking count is high. Jumy ran head first into 16 Widowmines, thinking it won't hurt him. Protoss units have a lot of HP. I think this build is good. I don't think this was the map for it. Maybe because it's not the map for it, Jumy went for it and he thought he could surprise him, but yeah. That was some RotterdaM moving if I've ever seen some. And Jumy knows it as well. GG gets called. Spirit does live up to the reputation of him being the favorite coming into this series. It was fun. It had an exciting and cool start. I kind of felt that it just went a little bit wrong with that defense against the Widowmine and the Marines in Game 2. And that's why Spirit got some momentum. Maybe Jumy was a little rattled and couldn't quite find his focus. He obviously realized the hidden base stuff too late in Game 3. And Game 4, I like the build as a surprise. I think it can work. But yeah, it's a big map. It has a lot of choke points. It has ramps. And then also running headfirst into all the mines. It's a little bit painful. Well done by Spirit. He played strong. And he showed us that once more he's a serious contender. Making it to the Esports World Cup this summer. And that will do it, guys. Big Brain Bouts number 95 already comes to an end. We'll be back next week. Next Friday. Same time, same place. $500 on the line that we'll give to video gamers. I have nothing yet for next Friday. So you guys can tell me what you want. You can spam in the Discord. You can spam here. I don't know. I can't promise that I can make it work. But I can promise you guys that I'll consider it and do my best. You guys believed in the Spirit in the end. The Spirit believers will get rewarded. Congrats to Piotr. He wins $150. Jumy will get $50. Jumy now 2-2 historically in the BBB. Akaron for BBB. You would also like to play. I'll send you a copy. Interesting. Now keep my eye on the Discord, guys. And obviously, you can always tell the folks over in the Basilisk Discord as well. They will probably tell you that it's my event and that you guys have to let me know. But it never hurts to let people know over at Basilisk who you guys think that I should invite. And hey, at the end of the day, if my boss tells me, Roddy, this is what the people want, make it happen, I'm going to try to make it happen. I'm a company guy, after all. You always had a shirt like this. Merch store is coming soon, TM 2025 or 26. Just to play it safe. Merch store is coming. It's being worked on. Roddy, Steam Elements doesn't work. It did work. I don't know if you did something, mate, but I always disable my alerts when I am when I'm in game. Out of game, alerts will work, but in game, the alerts are disabled just to make the viewing experience a little bit better. I see that you gave me 5 buckies. I can play it again, matey. Thank you.
The future is ours. To the king. The real king. Sadly, we don't get another day off this time _ but anyway, let's go.
I'm actually happy, mate, that you let me know that tomorrow is King's Day, because I would have totally played video games till 5 a.m. and woke up at 3 p.m. tomorrow and feel like an absolute hobo, not being aware that my entire village is gathering in the center to do fun stuff. So, thank you for reminding me that. And that reminds me that my brother's wife is doing stuff tomorrow, and I will stop by for a bit, say hi. Maybe I'll even buy something. Who knows? Thank you, matey. I appreciate it. You need a hoodie and a coffee mug. I don't have coffee mugs, but hoodies are a possibility. Polos, possibility. Player jerseys, possibility. A lot of things are being worked on. And again, guys, I know that you guys will think it's boring, but ! Discord, if you let the folks over at Basilisk Discord know what you want most in a merch store, the earlier they are aware of it, the better. It never hurts to just tell them, like, hey, and have you guys thought of doing a coffee mug? Like, I'm not the guy that's going to make that happen. I am somebody who can forward the info, but you can obviously let them know yourself too. A giant poster of Serral, I'd buy one. Well, I would just ask for one, to be fair, right? I probably wouldn't buy it. But I would absolutely ask for one. Alright, guys. Battle Aces came back and is apparently already disappearing within a couple days. Actually, maybe I'll take a very tiny break and then I'll come back and then we can just yap a little bit and we can go over certain things. But yeah, obviously BBB is over. Starcraft is over for today. But tomorrow night we'll be back with more Starcraft. Don't you worry. Hello, Joey. Joey, are you ready for our battle? Do you think you would cook me, Joey, or do you think that I would cook you? I feel like it'd be close, no? These are the results today. Chem, strong as always. But honestly, guys, Lunacy, he showed fun stuff. He tried. He was creative. I'm not unhappy with this being a trio. I wanted Eric or Eggs, and I actually think that that would have been a banger. So maybe we can still do that in the future. Chem was too powerful, but I think Eric or Eggs, perfect match for Lunacy. We're going to make that happen. InX should have been up 2-0, and I think if he takes the 2-0 lead, he could have potentially done it all, but in the end, Deca. Today was a night where the favorites did deliver. There was no favorite here, and Epic was just big, massive, showed some proper American raw twisted steel. No, whatever. Raw twisted steel. I forgot, it's been so long. American Steel and Twisted Sex Appeal? Something like that. Epic. He was awesome. He was great. He was powerful. Walks away at 100 buckies. And last but not least, Spirit, obviously the favorite entering the main event. But I think we had some fun. I enjoyed it. Also, as I said before, it is nice. American Steel and Twisted Sex Appeal. That's right. Straight coming from Epic. Where's Epic from, guys? Do we ever figure out where Epic is from? We know it's East Coast. But yeah, fun night. Shout out to the gamers. I hope they're happy with their money. One of the good things to think about the Big Brain Bouts as well is that literally everyone always gets paid within like 24 to 48 hours. So it's not like we're running a bunch of events and now they have to wait a month until they get their $100. No, it should also be taken care of tomorrow. Yeah, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. I want to play some Battle Aces since David Kim is going to take it away from us soon. I want to show some love to Battle Aces. I want to show some love to David Kim. I'm also getting a little bit better again, so it's more fun when I'm like a tiny bit better. Are you good, Roddy? No, I'm absolutely not good, but I am better than I was before. Maybe we can have a couple of viewers play against each other. I can watch. I'm down for anything. Does the ping not bother you? Not ideal, Coco. It felt better in the past, but I kind of got used to it. And I also think that since I'm kind of slow, maybe it bothers me less. You know, if I'm moving Phoenix Zealot all day with low ping, or I'm moving Gunbutts with a higher ping, like, yeah, it bothers me, but I don't think I can ever really blame any losses on the ping. I blame my losses on either a build order counter or bad execution. Well, let's just have some fun. And I'm sure in the future it will be better. We can get some low ping gaming going again. Battle Aces is going away soon. Sad. So let's get some game piece in. Game piece in for our king, David. Gotta give some love to David King. So yeah, I'll be live for a little while longer, but first I'm gonna take a break, then I'll grab myself a drink. Give me 2-3 minutes, then we'll boot up Battle Aces. I'm probably gonna get absolutely smoked if I play games myself, since A, I had a long day, and B, I won so many games in the last 24 hours that cannot continue. I think I went I would say like 18-4 in my last 22 games. So I went up a lot, and now I'm obviously gonna get absolutely cooked because you're gonna play against the mega sweaty tryhards that are way better than me. But it's all good. I'll take a break. I'll see you guys soon. Couple minutes, and then some Friday night Battle Aces before they take the beta away. And in case you guys have any questions about Battle Aces, what it is, what we do, obviously I will answer those as well. I'll be right back. Hello, Patches. Feel free to promote your tournament for tomorrow, Patches, or maybe Bully. Anyone. I'll be right back.